Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you the turkey pot pie I made after Thanksgiving, which will be great with leftover chicken as well. For this recipe, I used 1 full sheet of Pillsbury crescent dough, 1 can of fat-free cream of chicken, 1 tablespoon of I can't believe it's not butter. I used about 10 ounces of almond milk. And here we have our leftover turkey, and we had mostly dark meat left. 1 bag of frozen mixed vegetables, a full onion, and about 3 cloves of garlic, and then assorted seasonings. I ended up not using the garlic powder, but this will be a great addition as well. To get started, the first thing I'm going to do is dice up our entire onion, and I'm just using a yellow onion here. Then I'm going to add that to the pan with our I can't believe it's not butter, and I'm just going to cook that down and let the onion brown up a little bit. And I did end up adding about half a cup of water to this as well, just to keep the onion from burning. To that, I'm going to add my 3 cloves of garlic minced. I'm going to stir that in. There'll be a lot of stirring in this recipe. Then I'm going to throw in my turkey meat, which I diced up into smaller pieces. And then after stirring that in, I'm going to add in the entire can of cream of chicken. Once I've stirred that up, here I'm adding about 4 ounces of almond milk to start. And what the almond milk is really here for is to add gravy and to thin out that soup mixture. And then I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of my seasonings, and I could have definitely started with a 1/4 teaspoon. This had a little bit too much celery seed. And for the pepper, I just did a few shakes, which was my preference. Then I'm going to throw in my bag of mixed vegetables. You can throw it in completely frozen. It will heat up while this is cooking. Here I'm adding another half cup of almond milk to really stretch the gravy out. And then I'm going to set that aside and get ready to prep my dough. And I accidentally pierced this when I was opening it, but I just went ahead and sealed those up. And then I cut it in half, and I'm going to use 1/2 for the bottom of my casserole dish. So I just went ahead and fit that in there, trimmed off any excess, and closed any holes. And then I just went ahead and docked the dough, and then I pre-cooked this in the oven for about 8 minutes until it was cooked through. While that was in the oven, I made a little slurry with a tablespoon of flour and a little bit of almond milk, just to thicken up the gravy for the pot pie because it was a little too thin. So I went ahead and added that to the pot of the mixture. And then here I took my dough out and I poured the entire turkey and vegetable mixture on top. And I just spread it out so it was flat. Then I took my dough, the other half of my dough, and laid that on top. It was a little small, but it ended up working fine. And then this is optional, but I went ahead and beat 1 egg with a little bit of water and brushed the top of the dough just to get it nice and brown. And then I went and threw that back in the oven for another about 20 minutes. And that was it. This came out piping hot and delicious. 6 servings total turkey pot pie. Enjoy!